skin. I live somewhere that's really high altitude, so very low. Hey, dogs. So I live somewhere that's like super high altitude. It snows here, we get wind, it's dry, it's the high desert. It really sucks in terms of the wreck and havoc it does to your skin. So I wanted to do a video about like how I try to keep my shit under control. So I predominantly use Asian skincare products because I find that because Korean skincare products, they really care about moisturizing, that it's really good for me. I'm 26 years old, so I'm starting to get, you know, like, well, I've always had these little lines, but I'm starting to get like fine wrinkles because my husband makes me laugh too much. It's such a shame, right? I also have freckles, I have a lot of freckles. I've always had freckles. So I have a couple spots, like especially like where my glasses rub, and one up here, like a couple, 2 or 3 big pores. I get kind of dry, flaky skin sometimes, but overall my skin just feels super, super dry, and I can never really get that dewy look that I want and that we all love so much. So if you're interested in Asian skincare products and you're coming from America like me, and you know, you spend a lot of time reading Google translated pages of Korean beauty blogs, then this video may or may not be helpful. So with that being said, let's dive into it. Okay, step 1, I wear makeup not every day, maybe only like 2 to 3 times a week. Just like living where I live, because you know, if I go outside there's a lot of wind, so I get dust on my face and everything, I always start with a cleansing oil. Now for Americans it sounds really crazy because like most of our stuff, our skincare products that we buy, it's always like no oil free, blah 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 blah, but actually that's really counterintuitive, especially if you have dry skin. And for dry skin, I mean, oil kind of makes sense. Oil is not bad. Clog your pores as long as you do the right kinds of oils. So to take off all my makeup and stuff, I start with this deep cleansing oil by DHC. Now DHC, you can consider it kind of like a Clinique competitor if you want to look at it in those kind of terms, like what kind of, you know, brands. So DHC is the bomb. You can see, like, you know, I use this pretty much every single day, even if I don't wear makeup. I usually definitely use it at night, but sometimes I don't even use it in the morning, but it's definitely a nighttime thing. So I'd really, really recommend this. It gets rid of like a lot of stuff off your face. You just rub it on your face, wet your hands, then rub that, and you can see it becomes milky, and then you just rinse it off. So this is like incredibly important, and I find it so amazing for my skin. I just want to say that if you don't have deep cleansing oil and you want to start using oils to remove your makeup, coconut oil is amazing. I always keep a little bit in a little container by my on my sink at night because I find this to be amazing. It also reduces acne scars, which is great, and it's super good as a moisturizer overall, especially for like targeted areas you want to do. Then there's a couple different things I use. Like I kind of get blackheads on my nose sometimes, so I use a couple different things, but I don't use them every day. This is something that I really love. It's Special Therapy Honey Black Sugar Scrub by Mizun, and you only want to use this maybe 1 to 2 times a month because it's incredibly abrasive for your skin. But if you start getting bumps like around your hairline, like down by your chin, you know, wherever, like on your nose, I love this stuff. And it's also like you use it a couple times and you start noticing a really big difference. It smells super good, and that's what it kind of looks like. So I don't really use a lot of it because I do target areas with this. So it's super good, and it smells amazing when you put on your skin. It's just so silky smooth. It's awesome. But for weekly maintenance, less abrasive, I love Innisfree products because this is a Korean brand, but they're really affordable and they work wonders. So this is Jeju Volcanic Pore Scrub Foam, and I only use this on targeted areas. So I get blackheads here, like here, up here, and sometimes down here. So I use this about like 2 to 3 times a week, even though I think it recommends I only use it twice a week. But I mean, you know your skin, so I would rock that. So if I do these things afterwards, I go to the soy face cleanser, and the soy face cleanser is by brand Fresh, and you can get it at Sephora. And I really love this. It's super gentle for your skin, especially if you're prone to redness like I am. It's for all skin types. It's rich in amino acids, and it really gently cleanses your face and eyes. I cannot recommend this enough. It is a saving grace, and it's super moisturizing. and so you can buy this at Sephora. It's amazing. So after you cleanse your face, 1 to 2 times a week, I use this stuff called Cure. It's a natural aqua gel, and it's so strange. I've never had anything like this before. So I use this like 1 to 2 times a week, and what it does is you rub it on your face and you do small circular motions, and it just picks up all this dead skin and leftover bullshit that you didn't think you had. I use this after I've washed my face. But if I'm going to use this, I'm not going to use the sugar scrub, and I may not use this, but sometimes depending on how my skin is, I may use it together. I don't know, some people may be like, you're crazy, why are you doing that? But this stuff, there is nothing like it, and if you can get this offline, I highly, highly recommend it. It makes your skin like feel like baby skin afterwards. It's amazing. It's like the number one selling product in Japan, I think, and after you use it, you'll understand why. This stuff is bomb. So with like Korean skincare, it's all about moisturizing, and that's the reason why I decided to do this. Now this whole skincare regime will seem like really extensive and crazy. Like, this girl is crazy, she spends all this time, but like, think about it. You spend like, 30 minutes putting on your makeup. You should be spending 30 minutes removing that makeup at night. And you should really be taking care of your skin because it's the only skin you got. After I've washed my face, what I use is this DHC Q10 milk. They say that you should be using DHC, if you're going to use this, you should be using it with other DHC stuff, but, I find that maybe one day I'll get to that point, but whatever. This is about $40 a bottle, and what it does is it super moisturizes, and it has like lactic acid in it, which means it also like brightens and lightens like certain age spots or sunspots that you may not like. Now this may sound scary for a lot of Americans because like, like brightening, I don't want whitening, I don't want to look like Michael Jackson. It's not like that. If you have freckles like me, like as you get older, like, freckles are cute. I love my freckles. I don't always hide my freckles. I think they're like a part of my everyday life. I think they're super cute. But sometimes you'll get like clumps of freckles that aren't cute. They aren't the separated ones or the clump ones that kind of like make you look like, you have a, and you want to get rid of those because you don't like them. This is what that's for. Not for the awesome freckles, the shitty freckles that you don't like. But it's also amazingly moisturizing. And it's yellow like that. I don't know if you can see that. And it kind of just has no smell. Wow, what can I wipe this on? You just put it on and you kind of like rub it in and you massage it in and you kind of pat it on. After I do that, I use, reminder, I have super dry skin. I use this stuff called Nature Republic. It's a Snail Solution Skin Booster. Ew, snail's gross. I mean, a lot of people when they hear it's made out of snail slime, they're like, that is disgusting. I wasn't one of those people. I'm like, ooh, snail slime, I want to rub that all over my face. It sounds great. So I can't recommend this enough. Like, I've used like pretty much half of this bottle already. And what it does is it like super moisturizes the skin, but instead of rubbing it in, you kind of pat it in. It feels tacky at first, but you just gotta let it sit in, which takes maybe a minute. It just does wonders to your skin. It makes it look so dewy and fresh, and also like, I guess it's supposed to help like regenerate old dead skin cells and help you make newer ones or whatever, but for my purposes, it is so moisturizing. It is amazing. So in the morning, after I put on all that, then I put on my my moisturizer. I'm using Lotus Youth Preserve Face Cream by Fresh. This is just like, and I've used a lot of it, as you can see. I need to soon get another bottle. This stuff is amazing. It smells like cucumbers. It's super hydrating. This is what I do. And then afterwards, you're like, even more, I always put on an SPF like 50 or more sunblock because it's amazing. So I've been using Dermalogica SPF 50 Broad Spectrum. I really like this one because it's super lightweight, especially after you've done all this like moisturizing skincare regime. Yes, baby girl. So after you do all this moisturizing skincare regime, it's like, it's so great, and it's like not heavy like a lot of sunscreens are. I was using the Jose Moreira's like argan oil tinted sunscreen, that's SPF 47 I want to believe, and I felt like even though I have really dry skin, that was too heavy for my skin. So I went into Ulta, and there was this amazing lady who had amazing skin, and she was like 57, and her skin looked like, she was like in her early 30s, and I was like, what the hell? And she's like, this is what I use, and I have freckles, and it's fantastic. So come on. and cat life. Hello, kitty cat. So that's what I use. And then during the day, I will use this brightening eye base, and that's like what you put underneath your eyes if you have like a little bit of dark circles, which I don't. It's very rare for me to have dark circles, but I use this, and it's, you know, it's recommended everywhere, and I really, really like it. After I put on my makeup, I make sure to use the NYX Dewy Finish stuff, and then throughout the day, I use this Tony Moly, which is also the same company that makes this, but this Pocket Bunny Moist Mist. And so this is just to ensure that, because where I live, that my skin stays, you know, really hydrated throughout the day. It's like kind of drinking water just for your face. Hi, baby girl, I love you. For my lips, because I have huge lips and they're always cracked and drying and stuff, I use the Sugar Fresh lip treatment. And I just use this throughout the day, and it has like SPF 15, and it's just super moisturizing. So at night, I do all of that again. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. This is the toner I use. It's a cleansing water, so before I put on the essences and emulsions and stuff, I use this PureQua Moisture Water Cleaning, and it's just really moisturizing, and it's a toner, so it preps your face. So at night, I do all of that again. But I'll put on like a couple different night sleeping masks and night masks. So my 3 times a week maintenance, I'll use some of these like silly little collagen filled with like vitamin C. This one has vitamin E moisturizing masks, and they're just fun. I mean, there's more expensive ones that I've used, but I really can't tell the difference, so I just buy the cheap ones that have funky faces on it because it's fun. So at night, I do all that. I put on my moisturizer, mine is the SPF, and I use 2 different things depending on how my skin's feeling, and it's also 2 different options for you to try for different price points. Yes, kitty cat, I am your slave. One of the things I use is this Dr. Jart's water mask, sleeping mask. So you put this on and you rub it in circles all over your face, massage, massage, treat yourself well, and you sleep with it on, and then you wash it off in the morning. Or for a cheaper option, because that's like $50, it's super good though, but for a cheaper option that I feel works just as good, and it's just as moisturizing, if not a little more, I use this Innisfree green tea sleeping pack. Innisfree is a great brand, everybody. I really love it. I think it's like really affordable for those who are interested in like spending, you know, a little bit of money on skincare, but not too much. So I use this green tea sleeping pack. It's heavier feeling on your face than Dr. Jart's. Like Dr. Jart's is okay. Dr. Jart's okay, yes. Dr. Jart's is very lightweight. It's more like a jelly base. This one is like gel too, but it's like a jelly thick cream, and a little of this goes a long way. I make my husband use this too, and he loves it because it's like the easiest way to moisturize your face if you're super lazy. You just like rub this on until the beads go away, and then you fall asleep, and you let it like set in so it's like still not super slimy, so it doesn't get all over your pillow or anything, and it's awesome. So yeah, that's what I use for my skin, and I really recommend most of these things that I have here. You know, I would say you could forego the DHC milk if you're like trying to find like, if you're trying to be a little bit more cost conscious, and instead you could probably make, I don't know if I want to recommend that, but there are other milk essences out there that are cheaper, like Innisfree I'm pretty sure has one, and they would probably work really good. But this is the one I use, and I really, really like it. So this is, you know, my skincare product regime, and I hope it really helps you as you're trying to get into more of the Asian beauty product trends going on right now. And really, I don't see myself using anything else for the rest of my life. I may change to like fancier brands as I get older and need to do more like anti-aging or whatever, which is just a fancy word saying let me take all your money. But for right now, this helps me, and hopefully it helps you. You can order pretty much all of this off of Amazon. But if you live in the LA area, you can go to this store in not Garden Grove, in San Gabriel, called Image, and they have pretty much all of this stuff there. So it's kind of fun because it's also an amazing small store. It's at the Atlantic Times Square like shopping area. That's where like the 24-hour fitness is. The face shop is, this Shave Snow shop, that awesome Asian appliance store where you can buy like $500 rice cookers that like do everything minus have sex with you. You can check them out online. The Image Beauty store on Instagram, or the Image Beauty and Fashion is their Facebook. So you can buy a lot of that stuff there if you're in that Los Angeles, San Gabriel Valley, Pasadena area. They have a bunch of different like low-end to high-end like Asian beauty stores there. There's also a Daiso there too, which is like, I love Daiso. I got this at Tokyo Central and Main in Gardenia, and which is an awesome store if you want to buy like Japanese beauty products, because they have all different types ranging from like low-end to high-end, and they have a million of these to choose from. Like, I'm gonna go back and just buy a big old pack of the honey ones, because I feel like the honey ones were my favorite, even though like, I don't know. So anyways, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'll be doing more videos like this, and also check me out around the web.